Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. I accept things the way they are. I accept things the way they are not. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. I love wasting. I love wasting. I get free. I reap abundantly. I already have everything I need. Wonderful is happening to me right now. Don't you feel it? Something wonderful is happening to me right now. Oh yeah, I accept things the way they are. I will. I accept things the way they are not. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Good morning. Welcome to the center. Would you like a program?
Good morning. Welcome to the Center of Love and Happiness.
What you say?
Spiritual living.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
The love. Join us.
Hey, welcome to the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living.
All right.
We are just having a wonderful day today. We've got a special speaker, Marianne Lewis, and she actually sang with Stevie Wonder. Oh, wonderful. And then she sang for the Dalai Lama. So if you can make it, come on down. We've got 10 minutes.
This day is made special because we are all here together. And if you just relax in your seat, find a comfortable spot, and become aware of a marvelous unifying presence in this room right now. This presence also reflects joyful community. This community is made joyful and whole and happy because of every single person who's here. We would not be the same without you. And when we come together in joyful community, we remember who we are. We remember that we are special sons and daughters of the most marvelous Creator. That we were created in love and joy. And to become more aware of this love and joy and how we participate in it. And about how all our happy and joyful actions just bring more peace and joy into this world. And it begins right here. And we relax. And we become aware of the presence of the result of the actions that we participate in. That when we are joyous and we share that joy, it radiates out into the world. A world that sometimes needs to be reminded of what joy is, about what peace is. And we do that right here. We do that in our thoughts, in our actions, in our prayers. We do that because we want other people to have what we have. We want to share our joy. We want to share our peace. We want everyone to realize how marvelous they are, every single person. And we do that in a joyful community. And so together, as we continue our service, we continue our joyful activities, we continue loving, we continue caring, and we continue the peace that we find in this room. And for that we are very grateful. And so it is.
I ask each and every one to take a loving God breath in. Feel the love and allow my word to be your word as I speak in the first person. I know that God created all, everything, everywhere. God created every loving soul that has stepped into these hallowed walls today. The love, the peace, the grace that it exudes in this loving center. The love and the light that each of us share with each other is such a blessing. I know that today the message that Marianne graces with us with her love, her heart, is absolutely the right message that I know for myself I allow and I take into my innermost being, as I know that everyone here is doing the same. The music that is shared with us, the voice of an angel, the concert this afternoon is going to blow the roof off of this place. The vibration of the energy, the music that each of us feel through our bodies just raises our vibration of love and peace. And I give thanks for everyone that has joined us today. Our reverends, Reverend Stacy, Reverend Cheryl, Reverend Dan, for the visions that they have for this loving place, and for the wonderful, magical people, all of the artists that they bring so that everyone in this world can share with each and every one of us. I give thanks for everyone, all of our congregation that shows up every Sunday, the volunteers, the musicians, the soundboard, Julius, everyone here is part of this village that makes this place work. The love, the vibration, the grace and the ease that flows through in each and every one of us is so magical. Again, I just give thanks for this loving center, and I'm so blessed to be a part of it. And I release my word to the law of mind and action, knowing that it is already done. And please join me in saying, and so it is. And namaste.
Yeah! We are here just a walking, just a talking, just being with the Spirit, marinating in it. Yes. We are the thing itself. Yes. And it's so good to know that, to be awake, to be aware, to be alive with this knowing, with this knowledge that we get to create this world that we live in, that we get to hold a vision, that we get to know that there is a power, there is a presence, there's a glory, there's an excellence, there's a wonder, there's a magnificence. It is whole, complete in every way. It is the very thing that has birthed this universe into being. Oh my God, it's God. And we are that very thing. Yes. I'm so grateful for this. I'm grateful for for the love that is shared in centers like this, and that we get to come together and behold what is real in one another, to see it in one another, and uplift one another in that knowing. It's so wonderful. So I just say thank you and applaud everything that has gone into our being here today together. This is important work that we do. The spiritual walk that we walk. And it's especially important, I feel, today. You know, there's a felt need sometimes of a sense of powerlessness, of a sense of, wow, what is going on out there? And what can I do about it? They're taking these things away, and there's folks over here that are, there's anger, and there's division and divisiveness, and just a felt need of like, wow, what can I do? I'm powerless. And so, as I was thinking about what to bring forward today, what came through was own it. Just own it. Own that all that was spoken just now, it's time to really stand in that. To stand in our power. To stand in our light. To absolutely put on the cloak of our excellence and the grandeur that is all here for us. Own it. You know, sometimes I have found myself apologizing a little bit, or you know, it's like, oh gosh, you know, I was working with some cohorts, and we were putting together this wonderful music program for our Christmas program. This was a little while ago. And I had this wonderful opportunity to write an arrangement for a song. So it was coming through, and it was just really fun to delight in the spirit and to hear these melodies. And I'd wake up in the morning and I'd say, wow, oh, that sounds great. And I'd go write it down, share it with the choir, and then bring forth this extraordinary piece of music that I was amazed by. And as we got together to celebrate what had happened in the Christmas program, my colleague said, oh my gosh, Mary Ann, that arrangement, it was just so wonderful. And you know, as she's saying it, I was like, oh no, but you, what you did, that was incredible. Da, da, da. And then somebody else started to mention something, oh, the arrangement, and I said, oh no, you. And I just found myself kind of doing this deflection dance thing that I said, what is this? what is that? Because I was really feeling like it was important for me to stay small, to kind of bow down a little bit, because I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable, and there was something in me that just felt a little not at ease about that, and so I was deflecting. No, you. No, not me. And the thing about it is, the trouble with that is it was coming from a consciousness of limitation, of lack. This sense that there wasn't enough to go around, this sense that somehow or another my accomplishments or something that I did as I was open to the Spirit just using me was somehow going to take away or maybe make someone uncomfortable. And that's not what time it is right now. It's really our moment to get the energy and the power and the essence of our being, and to absolutely stand in that. You know, this brilliance that is life itself that we see in everything. There's a grandeur. This earth is spinning on its axis in the absolute perfect distance from the sun. And we are lit up with this divine stuff each and every day. And we see it in all of nature, the glory of God, the greatness of this presence. There is something wonderful that is happening. And right here and right now, this is the moment for us to clean out our closets and let go of anything that may have kept us in a space of not recognizing and owning and knowing that this is our truth. And for us to do that and to shine that light allows others to absolutely do the same. We know this. So I thought about that, what it is to own something, you know. And I can own the things in my closet, or own my car, own a home. And that's great. It gives a sense of ownership, like what that is. But the things are really, they're transitory. They pass. You know, do I really own that? But if I go to a deeper level, I recognize that I can own the love that I have for my family and friends. I own the love of my community. I love music and the way that it flows through and the way that it touches and inspires and heals. I have a deep and passionate love for nature, and just for seeing the light in other individuals and the ahas that can go off in individuals. I just love life. There's such a delight about it. And to know that that can never be taken away. The love that I feel, the love that I share, the love that I am, that is not transitory. We are solid in our loving, in that we hold in consciousness, that we see in our mind's eye and we own first in our consciousness. That is never transitory, and that is the very thing for us to know in this moment, that as we take it on, then we stand in a great space of power, of that energy of love that heals the nation, that raises the vibration of this energy on the planet. And that is what time it is. That is the importance of what it is that we are here to do. So how grateful I am to know this and to stand in this. You know, some wonderful things have been happening. About a year ago, I got a phone call from my producer on the Supreme show that I'm in. And he said, can you be on a plane tomorrow for a cruise in the Bahamas? We're going to do a show like that. And I'm like, And then he called back and said, cancel that. Can you be on a plane tonight? You got to be, and I'm like, wow. Okay, so I was at the time packing for a meditation retreat. And it was up in Joshua Tree, and it was really cold, so I was packing my sweaters and putting, my long johns and everything, and it was raining at the time, so it was cold in my house, and I'm packing all these things. So immediately I said, let me work on that. And I took the sweaters out. I said, let me get my bikini, my flip-flops and my shorts. And so, we go. And we had this wonderful time on this cruise. We did 2 shows, and then we were just, could move about the cabin as will. It was wonderful. So we get home, it was fabulous. And then a couple of days later, I get another call. Can you be on the plane in 2 days? Now we're going to St. Martin. Yeah. And then we're going to get on another cruise and go up the eastern seaboard. Right. And so I'm like, wow, this was wonderful. And we had a divine opportunity just sharing the joy of the music and the individuals on the cruise just loving it. It was really, really wonderful. And I got home and I realized that a couple of months before, he had mentioned something about Norwegian Cruise Lines had just called. He's like, don't think anything of this. And, they just wanted to know, would you be willing to share cabins? And we talked about it. But I remember at that moment, I said to myself, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to go on a cruise. And you know what? I'd love to do it over New Year's. We're not working. That'd be great. I'm knowing that. I'm going to go on a cruise. And then I asked my castmates, could you guys agree with me on this? And they're like, yeah, we can agree, okay. But I had completely forgotten about that until I got back and I remembered, oh, I owned that. I owned that. I put that on. And it's like when we do own things that are in our closet and whatnot, sometimes we gotta take some things out and create space, make some space for something new. But that's how we do it. We see it, we feel it, we own it, we put it on, first in consciousness, in our mind's eye, in that we are feeling. We grab that feeling tone and then walk in that, stand in it. Sometimes it's important for us to just do a little spiritual gossip about ourselves. To just get into the mirror and start talking, oh, you are something else. My goodness, check you out. You really have it going on. I mean, just talk about yourself. Let other people do it too. Do a spiritual gossiping, all right? And own it. You got to feel it in your body. You've got to let it be a part of who we are, because it is who we are. It's that anchoring. So how do we do it? Owning. So I thought we've got the O, we have the W, we have an N, O. So if we take our O, O stands for opening. To be open, to be available, to open and be expansive in our seeing, in our perception. Open up to what's possible. If there's a vision, if there's something that you've been holding, and perhaps it's felt a little scary, a little uncomfortable, just open to that possibility and allow that to move you. Allow it to stretch you. Sometimes when we have something new, like a new pair of shoes, you put it on and they might feel just a little tight. But sometimes you just have to walk in it. You just have to own it. You just have to feel it. And let them get broken in, and then, it's just really surrounding my foot so beautifully, and it's feeling good. You just have to take a step. Take a step. All I must do is walk. That's a song. Songwriter. Because if our vision is not making us a little bit uncomfortable, it might not be a large enough vision. When we stretch, when we grow, that's going beyond those areas of comfort. That's breaking past what the ego has said, look, this is good. This works for me, I'm good right here. Okay, we're going to just stay right here. Yeah, okay. And then you take a step outside and say, hey, what you doing there? And it starts doing this gnashing and wailing and, woo. And that's when it feels uncomfortable, and sometimes that's when we contract. It's like, that feels uncomfortable. No, you. It's like, no. Open. Stay open to the possibilities. Because they're infinite. We read this. We know this. There's something that has brought us into this very room because it resonated with a truth teaching, with these ideas that are very real. And that resonance that brought us here, it knows. It knows how to do the things that we are called to do. It knows what books to read and what people to speak to, and exactly how to allow for the divine unfoldment of our wildest dreams. But we must stay open to hear it, to listen. So we feed that with our openness. And then our W is our willingness. Being willing to be led, to be guided, to be shown. Being willing. And when I think of the willing of the W, I think of the breath and the power of it. To just stand and breathe. There's something so relaxing when we let go and just breathe. The sounds of the heart, the sounds of our root chakra. It allows us to truly be a channel, an avenue, a space for that wisdom that we are putting on, we are ready to own. Our willingness. There is a quote that Deepak Chopra had said, and it was actually by Krishnamurti. And the quote was, "The highest form of human intelligence is self-awareness without self-condemnation." So we want to be aware of the areas and the things that might be holding us back. So we're open, we look, we see what's in the closet, what kind of thoughts maybe I'm thinking that I'm ready to let go of. And we become aware of that, but we're not into the self-condemnation or the judgments. The judgments. Oh, honey, those metaphysicians can have a field day with those judgments sometimes. And we're not about that right here. All right? So, it's like, oh goodness, well, why is this happening to me? What was in my consciousness? What was I thinking? Oh, why am I sick? And oh God, well, this and that isn't working right. And oh, I just must be a bad spiritual practitioner. What am I? It's like, oh no. We have this self-awareness, we get to see it, we get to recognize it, but then it's an invitation, it's an opportunity for us to say, oh look, how can I bring more love into this? How can I see a greater truth in this? I'd like to experience something a little different than this. So I have the power to do that. But I have the power when I'm owning it, when I'm absolutely putting that on and not becoming a victim to it, and once again, crouching down and becoming small and like, oh God, this thing is so big, it's too much. It's never too much, because you are the presence of God. We are the power of all creation. Those aren't just words. This is a reality. And this is the moment to wake up to it even greater and to walk in it, so that we get to take it outside the doors of when we come together, as we do, but even more. How can I bring a smile to even more individuals? Compassion, light, a teaching of truth. How can I do it? Show me. Show me how to love even more on this planet, because the world needs it right now. That's what I feel called to do. So in our willingness, in that letting go, and our ability to just say, oh, I'm guided. I have what I need. trusting. And if I feel shaky, I'm willing to trust. I'm willing to believe that there is something that knows how to do this life. You know, our bodies are this incredible instrument in and of themselves. You know, I breathe, I can take a conscious breath, but then there's the breath that's happening all of the time, and I'm not thinking about it. There's this energy going on in my liver right now, breaking down food substances and sending off the right things to the small intestine. It knows exactly what to do. The hearts, the lungs, they're just doing what they do. I don't think about it. You know, I take care of this temple, you know, brush my teeth and feed it some good stuff, and, you know, I'm a co-creator in all of this. But there's an intelligence happening. There's a total wisdom going on. And it's happening all the time in everything. And I don't always know in my finite self how that's happening. But that is my high self, that I am one with, knows exactly how to do this life thing. So there is something that knows how to live its life as each and every one of us. It's got it going on. It woke us up this morning. It put those clothes on, and it said, let's come over here and share with one another the light that we are. And we get to trust that in our willingness. Surrender. Trust. And then our N stands for new. Made new. In our owning and our openness, our willingness, we are made new. The transformations that happen, all that is unfolding, the ways that we are a whole different person from who we were even just a week ago. We're made new in the Spirit every single day. We get to wake up to a new, fresh day. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad because I am new. I am alive. In this moment with my choice, everything is possible. And so that is the opportunity that we have. That is the mandate that we have. To own this life as a powerful, joyous, magnificent spiritual being who is here for God. That there is now a moment and a time when the world needs to hear the message that we know. We're not back in the corner any longer. Well, let me just talk with my friends about this stuff here. You know, I am, God is good, all is well. Yeah, bring it outside into the world. You know, I'm going to share this with all of you. There is a power and a presence, a love, a life. It is glorious. And it's in the midst of everything that is. So I have to be a spiritual warrior to see it, especially with some of the things going on today. But that's what we get to do. And it is a reality. And our seeing it, our owning it, our standing in it, our joining together and doing that, that brings forth a change. We may not see it right away. It may take a couple months, but it is absolutely done because it is the reality of this life. So we get to dance in it. We get to have a party in it. We get to celebrate the Spirit each and every day when we own it. So we open wide. W, our willingness. Show me, God. Guide me. I know all is well, and even when I don't know, I am willing to be shown. So reveal to me this grandeur and this magnificence and my very next steps, because I know that they are laid out for me, and all is well. And I'm made new in the Spirit. Oh, today is the moment that we get to strut for the Spirit of God. All right, I want you all to take a nice walk in the Spirit of God and own who you are. Own who we are. It is magnificent. Are you all ready to own it? Yes. Are you ready to own it? Yes. Turn to your neighbor and say, I own who I am. I own who I am. who I am. I am open to it. I am willing to be it. I am made new in it. And celebrate the Spirit. Woo! Life is so good. Life is magnificent. And this is our time to rise up like never before and to shine the light of love that is absolutely paving the way that we may bring heaven on earth right here, right now. Are y'all with me? Amen. Amen. So how grateful we are. Just marinating in the Spirit, in the presence, the divine stuff of all creation. This love energy that is right here, right now, informing itself, revealing itself. It is our life and being. So I'm just thankful for this day, for this amazing service, for the unfoldment of it, for the ways that each one is inspired and lifted and goes forth in the light of this love, owning who and what we are, absolutely. How grateful to know that healings are happening this day, that there is power and creativity that we embrace in an even deeper way, and we shine our light for God. All is well in the here and now. I give great thanks for this knowing, recognizing the presence and allowing its magnificence to be. So knowing that we are blessed and a blessing, we go forth in love, in peace, in joy, and the grace of God. And so it is.